When people say you need to get yourself into uncomfortable positions and situations to improve yourself, does that really mean it all has to be in social conditions? Couldn't it be something out in the wilderness, out in the forest, where you're uncomfortable? This library parking lot gets so packed. I feel guilty hanging out here all day. Well, okay, there's a space. It's mostly packed. A lot of people are learning to just give up and try to find somewhere else. Make a note of this, like you can't see it, but one of them sprinkler heads is so close to the curb. My car was parked right over the curb, and that sprinkler head came up, and as I was pulling out, it was up in the up position, so now it's broken. I actually broke a sprinkler head with my car. It was spraying up inside my car, I guess. I was wondering, I was really getting a scraping sound, and I didn't hear any scraping sound when I parked. That's the strangest thing. I feel kind of bad about that. Alright, so Half Moon Bay can barely break 60 degrees for the day. It's not even gonna rain. It kind of looks like it is. I look on other places like Boise. Boise is gonna get into the 90s. San Jose is getting into the upper 70s. There's just an incredible amount of heat in the Midwest, and it's really quite chilly around here. It's amazing. They say San Francisco is like the colder place, but you come to Half Moon Bay right on the coast and it's pretty cool. And I need to explore more, but it looks like it's more dominated by Mexicans. It's really got a low quality. Alright, I was debating about getting the bicycle out, but I've mentioned this before. I do prefer to walk, move slowly around a new area, and then plan on covering it again faster on bicycle. Alright, there might be a happy mix of people around here. The weather stays cool this next the whole week. When it gets up into the 90s in like Boise, Idaho, it's only gonna be barely in the 60s. Okay, 0.8 miles from the library, you get to the ocean, straight down a road, this road. Okay, straight down there is a library. There is a lot of people in a camping area. I guess it's called a camping area, but it's saying that the park hours are 8 a.m. to sunset. So I don't know how the camping works. Maybe they have a separate section for that, because it says park hours, and it said on Google Maps that there is a camping area. So it's something to look into. On the East Coast, there's sections of beach that don't allow full tents. You have to have walls exposed. They have full tents here, but the beach is, hundreds and hundreds of miles long, so there's only certain sections that are being enforced. So it might be more popular to get a reservation. $10 entrance? That's just to even park over here. But yeah, I just walked 0.8 miles, and there's people that are parked on the side of the road down there. You can avoid paying that $10. surprised how undeveloped it is. I question how they rationalize this. No parking 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. And there's no parking signs on the other side. It's related to the ocean, of course. The ocean's just down there. They don't want anybody skipping out on that $10 fee to park at the beach. I just passed by a guy who's sitting in his truck, and there's a sticker on the driver's side that says Moon Bay Resident. So if you're within a quarter mile of the beach, they regulate it. Oh, even further. No parking. They're still enforcing it. It's an old sign, but they're still enforcing it. It's amazing how free it is to be in the water, but yeah, the land is how they can really get you when you have to come back to land. If a race of humans could figure out how to live in the water, they could really sidestep all these regulations. Alright, so on this road there's a sign that says no parking between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. That's incredible. And this is where the police have their headquarters. So they're coming up and down this road to really enforce that law. So further down the road, I saw this on the map, and I think, as long as there's cars here overnight, that sign for 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is not here. I have a feeling this is pretty good. You gotta go back about a half mile. But just have to check and see what it's like at night. Oh, this is even better. They specify a much longer. It doesn't look fake that they put a fake one. But how busy does it get? I swear with these beach cities, they're so tough on parking. I really get the feeling that they don't enforce the laws so much, because I hear a lot of Mexicans speaking Mexican. That's usually a sign. If I got sick and died, does the sickness win? Does it thrive after I die with a cold or flu? Alright, I get the impression that the city council approved a very large budget for the police force here. It's a lot of cops. I'm not recording any at this moment.